Good afternoon, good afternoon from wherever you're watching from. My name is Tomilola Root, streaming live from the city of Abeokuta, Ogun State, Nigeria. Sorry, my eyes, I'm feeling sleepy, but I just have to come live and gist with you all because you all are my gist partner. You're my friend. You're my you're my everything. To those that have subscribed to my YouTube channel, thank you for subscribing. To those that have not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, watch my videos, like, share, and follow for more relatable content. Follow for more story time. Follow for more videos, more short and the likes. So, how are you doing today? Happy New Week, Happy New Day. How was your weekend? I hope you enjoyed your weekend. How was it nice? I hope you slept well yesterday night. And to those of you at your various um, places of work, how is work going? I hope it is not stressful. What else? I'm just trying, before I go into my story, I'm just trying to, greet you all very well because you all are my MVP. You all are my most very important MVP. Oh, join. You all are my most very important people. You all are the reason behind my channel. Without you, there can't be this channel. Thank you for those that used to watch my video, either meaningful or not meaningful. Thank you for always watching my video. Thank you for always engaging. And to do that does not used to watch my video, don't let me catch you. If I catch you, you will not like it. To those that have not subscribed, to those that used to watch my video and have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Subscribe. Let's get to 2K followers. We are currently at 1.30K followers. Let's get to 2K followers. This year, let's get to 2K followers. So subscribe, invite your friends to subscribe to my channel, invite your family members, invite your enemies self to come and subscribe to my channel. So this live session will not be too long, so I just want to share a quick story of what happened early this morning at my daughter's school. I won't be mentioning the name of her school because the name of our school is not the important thing here, but what really happened there is what I'm about to tell you. It's just about punctuality in Nigerian schools. Yes. So this is how it happened. This was what happened. Um when I was taking my daughter to school, we left the house at exactly 7:59, 8 a.m. thereabouts. We left the house, like we step out of the house at exactly 7:59, 8 a.m. thereabout. So I've said this in one of my previous live session that my daughter and my next door neighbor daughter attended the same school, and my next door neighbor, they are automobile. So most times I and my daughter used to follow them to my daughter's school so they can drop the kids at the school. So she would drop when we are coming back, she would drop me at the bus stop too. So the thing is that they finished earlier this morning. As at when they were going, when they were about to leave the compound, we were still dressing up, so we could not meet up, so they left us. So they finished earlier. They left around 7:50 thereabout. So me and my daughter, we left the house 7:59, 8 a.m. I had no cash with me, so when we left the house, I quickly went to the POS. Sorry, sorry, I'm having network issues, so my live session I have to to stop and reconnect. I'm having network issues. I'm sorry about the interruption. Where did I stop? I stopped at where I went to the POS to get cash so that I can take cab that can convey us to my daughter's school. On getting to her school, I left my phone in the house. So I was charging my phone in the house. I did not even check the time. I don't know when we got there, but actually I know that as at when we got there, it was around 8:14. 8:14. Let me just say 8:14. As at when we got there, immediately I alighted from the cab. I dropped from the cab. I saw few parents in front of the school gate. The school gate was actually locked, and I saw some students too, few students with their parents, those that are just arriving on bike, those that are just arriving, like a parent that are just arriving with their kids, parents that are just dropping their kids from their car, you know. Parents were outside. Normally parents are not allowed to enter in the morning. You just drop your child at the gate, your child will enter the school compound, and you can take your leave from there. So parents are only allowed in the afternoon, but their gate is kind of gate where you can see your child from outside the gate, wherever you are. You can see your child is a little bit transparent. I don't know how to describe that kind of gate. So it's the kind of gate where you can easily stay outside and see what they are doing inside, see your child from outside. So I saw some parents outside, some kids were outside, people were outside, children, students, I mean parents. So I'm already sensing that something is happening, sorry, or something had happened earlier for parents, few parents to be outside like this, and the school gate is locked, few children to be outside like this too. Why the school gates, they have two school gates, they have two entrance, the both entrance is locked. Or like I saw some teacher at the gate from inside, not outside. I was outside the gate, so some teachers were at the gate, at the entrance of the gate, but at the same time the gate was locked. So as at I already said we got there 8:14. When I got there, I crossed, I got there, they opened the gate. So those children that were outside, those students that were outside, they quickly they quickly rushed them inside. I was like, what's happening? So I dropped my daughter. I backed her like she was at my back. I backed her, carried her lunchbox. So I dropped her at the gate too. Normally I used to drop her at the gate since parents cannot enter. Whenever I dropped her at the gate, the security will carry her for me, carry her lunch bag, then take her to her class. My daughter is in creche. So she's in creche. So the security prefer carrying her so that they can walk fast, so that they can come and attend to, they have two security, so that they can come and attend to other children at the gate. So instead of she can walk very well, but instead of her walking, the security will just carry her, carry her lunch bag and go and drop her in her class, return back to his duty post. So this time around, they just rushed all the children. Like, I don't really know what was happening at that time. They just rushed all the children inside. They rushed all of them inside. So I just dropped my daughter, and I dropped her at the gate too. I let her follow those children. The security was quite busy, like does not even have time to carry any child. He was quite busy trying to rush those kids instead trying to collect lunch back from their parent at the same time. Those parents those parents outside today were saying, oh, this is my daughter lunch bag, my daughter needs to buy snacks, my daughter needs to buy biscuits, this is her class, that's her lunch bag. The security were the both of them, they were just so busy. So some teachers were there, some teachers assisted in packing the kids. The kids were much like they were just packing them inside. Thank God they did not even push because I was confused. Like, what's happening? Why are they packing them inside like this? Why are they packing them inside? They had finished assembly. Other students were already in the class. I think as at that time it was already 8:15. So other children were already in the class. They had finished assembly. Other children were. I think they started work inside their classes, inside the class, those classes. All of them. I think they've started working. They've started normal daily activities. So they just rush those children inside. So I put my daughter down. So she followed them too. So security does not even have time to carry any child. They were just trying to rush those children inside and collect their lunch bag. Some parents were, my child will buy this, my child will buy this is our lunch bag, this is our class, all those things. Oh yeah, go inside, go inside, go inside, all those things. So luckily for me, one of the teachers just held my daughter and put her aside because the rushing was just too much. And she's very small. I just said she's in creche. So others they are not in creche. They are grown a little. So they were just rushing, trying to enter, so that they will not push her. I cannot go there and rescue her because parents were not allowed to enter, so that they will not push her and she will not fall down. So luckily for me, I've been thinking of it that they will not push my daughter like this. Like, she just stood there. She was just looking at all of them. She was confused to, like, security did not carry me this morning. What is happening? She was just there. So luckily for me, one teacher just held her and put her aside. Like, don't join this rushing this thing. Don't join them to rush, because normally she cannot go to her, she knows her class, but she cannot go there herself. Her class is quite far from the gate to yeah her class is quite far from the gate. So it's always the security that used to take her down to her class with some other children, maybe some other creche children. Or just jam pack, carry all of them and take them to their class. Others, they will go to their class by themselves, carry their lunchbox by themselves. But those ones in creche, so they used to treat them like babies. So they just carry their lunch bag and take them to their class gently. So when one of the teachers just had already held her down that she should just stay. So I've given them her bag, her lunch bag, and the wrapper I used to carry her to school. I have already given them. So they just put her aside. She was just there. She was not even crying. So immediately those set of children entered, they just locked the gates. Meanwhile, some other children are still coming. Some are still on bike. Some parents are still on their way bringing children. Some just arrived, but as at 8:15 a.m., they had locked the gates. So it's like they had locked the two gates. I already said they had two gates. So that why are they locking the gates? So they are locked the gates. After locking the gates, they had to sort those children lunch bag because most of them had went to their class even without their lunch bag. Even some parents have not dropped lunch bag. The thing is that they just allow those children to enter. They just allow them enter, stuff like that. So like two of those children parents are still with their child lunch bag outside. So they have to pass it through the gate. One was still saying, auntie, and my daughter wants to buy snacks, my daughter needs to buy biscuit, something like that. So it was just so a little bit messy this morning. So after then, I was at the gate outside. So I want that particular auntie that held my daughter to take her to her class before I leave that premises. So they had not taken my daughter to her class, so but others had gone to their class. Security is sorting their lunch bag, they are attending to parents outside, from outside the gate. Those security are within the gate, or they are now outside, but they are attending to parents, collecting lunch bag from, I hope you understand what I'm saying. They are collecting lunch bag from the gate. They didn't allow any parent to enter. So it was It was where I stood I realized that they had passed a message across to all parents that starting from 8:15 a.m. Nigerian time, they would not allow any child to enter the school premises again. My daughter is in creche, so we parents that our children are in creche, we are not on the school group chat. We hardly get information. Most times it is my next door neighbor that will tell me that so so thing will be happening in their school, because our own daughter is not in creche, she's in other classes, so she's on the group chat. So those creche students, they, I don't know how. Firstly, creche does not wear uniform, so the school authorities are not seeing creche babies, creche students as normal, every other every other pupil, every other student, because probably because they don't wear uniform, so they are not rating them, and they used to pay school fees, so they don't really rate creche classes. So even most activities, because they are creche, they are very young, they don't involve them, so they will just be in their creche class. So we creche parents, we are not yet on, maybe when our children move to advanced class like reception one and the likes. So because after creche one, creche two is reception one, and my daughter is already in creche two, so very soon she'll be moving to reception one. So by then, maybe when she gets to reception one, when she start wearing um their school uniform, they can regard her as student. But for now, they don't really regard all those creche babies, they don't regard them, they don't pass much information to their parents. They feel they are not concerned with the information. So much most of the activities they do in that school, it is some of it is their aunties that take care of them in creche that pass it to the parents, or somebody else passes the information, or you see it on their notice board. So me, I'm not on their group chat. It was I was at the gate though this morning. I was just waiting for them to take my child to her class so that I can take my leave after they are taken her to her class. At least I can take my leave. I can have peace of mind then. So it was one parent that was saying it beside me. She was beside me too. She was watching her child from outside for, I don't know, for maybe him or her to get to her class before she takes her leave too. She was like, they have passed it on the group chat. They even send it as I think she said they wrote a note for every child and to deliver to their parents. They typed a note about this punctuality thing, because that's it is becoming a norms for parents to be taking their children late to school. How will a child be getting to school? I am not left behind, because my daughter used to go to school late too, sometimes, not all the time, once in a while. So it is becoming a norms for parents to be taking their children late to school. Most of them cannot come to school alone, so they have to wait for their parents to bring them down to school. How will a child be getting to school by 9, after 9 to 9, 8:30? So the school management had passed an information to all the parents, excluding creche. With our children are in creche parents. So me, I'm not aware of the distance. Was when I stood at the gate this morning, I was just hearing about it, that they had passed information. And even the teacher, when I went to pick her last Friday, the teacher did not tell me anything, oh. But when it comes to party, the teacher will remind me and other parent that their kids are in creche. When it comes to party like children day, when it comes to party like teachers day, when it comes to party like cultural day, Christmas carol, they'll remind you, so that especially that teachers day. When it comes to teachers day, they'll remind you that mommy mommy, so, tomorrow is teachers day, oh, package our gift as teachers, oh, blah blah blah. They will remember that one. They will remember that one. But when it comes to information like this, like this one that I just mentioned, that the school management had declared that once it is 8:15 a.m., they should not allow any child. Every child should be in school before 8:15, and once it is 8:15, they should not allow any child into the school premises. My Even if they are not aware or they are aware, my daughter aunties, she has three aunties, they did not tell me about it though. But when it comes to teachers day, they will be the first person to remind me that tomorrow is their teachers, the next tomorrow is their teachers day, that I should not forget their gift, which is unfair. Even when they wanted to vacate last time, I was the one asking them when is vacation, when are they resuming. They did not remember to tell me. I was the one asking them. But when it comes to teachers day, that they will benefit something from parents, they know how to remind parents. So luckily enough for me and my daughter, we got to school at school 8:14. She was among the, I would not say last, because me, I left there when my daughter had gotten to her class. I'm so sorry for the break in transmission. I'm so sorry for the interruption. I already said I've been having network issues. So my daughter was still at the gate, but she was with not her own auntie. All her aunties were not even there. They are already in the class. So she was with one particular auntie. I don't know her name. I don't know which classes she takes, but she was in a safe and she was, I'm sorry for the interruption. And the reason why we left the house late was because of me. I caused a lateness this morning. It's not just like that. So what happened was that I woke up around 5:40 something thereabouts. So immediately I woke up, I did not stood up from the bed. I just lie down there. I was checking one thing or the other on my phone too. So I told myself that once it is 6, I will stand up from the bed. So I woke around 5:54, 5:55, thereabouts. So I just stood on the bed. I just lie on the bed till 6. So it was when I wake up, I did not stand up from the bed. I waited till 6 a.m. Another thing I did was that I I swept the whole house. I arranged the house. I arranged the bed. What I had my own bath. So these things that I did, I can easily do it after dropping her at school when I return back to the house, because I wasn't going to work today. I just went to drop her at school and return back to the house. I wasn't going to work today, oh. So I can actually and easily do all these things when, after dropping her at school, returning back to the house. When I get to the house, I can do it at my own convenience. I can take my bath and after those batch had gone inside, another set of students arrived. The teacher were like they should not open the gate. After all, they had passed information to the parents, Kiniko, that by 8:15 no child will be allowed to enter the school premises. They should not open the gate. They should not open the gate. Haven't so the auntie that held my daughter eventually take her to her class with her lunch bag and the wrapper I gave them. So they locked the gate. They actually mean business that they're going to lock the gate by 8:15. They locked the gates. And some other students arrived with their parents. A particular child even vomited at the gate, like she was outside. I don't know, probably she was not feeling too well, or because of the rushing and the lights. I don't know. She vomited. Another man was there, was trying like, why won't you open this gate? I'm going to the office. Open the gate. Do you expect me to take my daughter to the office? Some parents were being, some were like, open the gate, oh, we cannot take our children back home. Okay. It was so funny this morning. The man was just shouting, I have to go to work. I just want to drop my daughter. Open the gate for her. Let her go in. The teachers were responding from inside that after all, we've passed an information to you all that once it is 8:15, your children are not going to be allowed to enter the school premises. Me, that I did not know anything. I was just hearing the information as at this morning when I got to the school gate. Thank God we got there before 8:15. Thank God my daughter had already entered because I was just imagining like what will have happened. So I will take my daughter back home. But today I eventually know that they are going to, those children that are still outside, they are going to allow them. Maybe today might be the last day they will, the last day they will allow such, so they might not allow them tomorrow. When it's once it is 8:15, they might not allow any child tomorrow. They might allow, because a lot, as at when I was leaving, children are just arriving with their parent on bike. Some are still coming from, children are coming from the far far distance places. Like I was just imagining, so all these children, you're not going to allow them enter. But I know that, but because me, I already left. I left once my daughter got to her class. I took my leave, so I don't have business there again. So I took my leave once I've seen that my daughter have got into her class. So I took my leave. And a lot of children, about 16 to 70 children, were still outside, and the gate was locked. But I know that they are going to allow them. They are still going to allow them because some parents were already begging. It will happen next time. It will happen next time. Please just open just for today. It will happen next time. When why some parents were like, no, why would I beg? You have to open the gates. Do you expect me to take my children back home? We came from a very far distance places. There was traffic, you know. Parents are always like that. So it's always like that. You know, during my own time when I was in school, when I was in senior secondary school, they used to beat late comer. I don't think they beat children nowadays in school. Nowadays, I don't think they beat children with cane. During my own time, when I was still in senior secondary school, you come late to school, parent, you serve punishment. They will beat you. So you don't even wish to be coming late to school. They will beat you, and you serve punishment. If they cannot beat you, it's either you serve punishment or they beat you. So nowadays, that school, it's a private school, a big school, popular school, primary school. So they don't beat children in that school. They don't use cane. I've never seen any teacher with cane in that school, so they don't beat children. I think not even that school. I think nowadays they don't beat children in schools, especially children that are in primary school. They don't beat them, and even the ones that are in senior secondary school, I think they only give them punishment when they do something bad or when they come late. But at the same time, I still think they still use cane in public school, but private school they don't beat children. But in public school they still use cane. I'm not sure. It's been a while. I left school. I graduated senior secondary school since 2015. So I don't really know much about school anymore. So the moral lesson of this my life session is that punctuality. You know, my daughter would have gone to school earlier if I have not done some house chores. In my mind, I was like, there's still time now, there's still time now. Let me quickly do this thing so that when I come back, after dropping her at school, when I return back to the house, I'll just sleep. I'll just do one or two things online and sleep. So that was my intention. My intention of doing those things before taking her to school. All those things I can actually do it after dropping her at school, and I can actually do it when I return back because I wasn't going to work today. So I can actually do it when I get home. But I choose to do it before taking her to school, and which made her late. And thank God we got there before they closed the gate closing saga. Thank God we got, because I was just imagine like, so I'll not take my daughter back home, or I'll be, so please as parent, parent, time, know that time does not wait for anyone, irrespective. Time does not wait for anyone. Time does not wait for anyone. So let's make sure our children are always punctual to school. So even these things will master them when they will be like an habit for them even when they get to higher institution. So let's be punctual. So I know someone will be wondering that what if I am going to work, won't I take my child early to school? Well, I do resume to work by 9 a.m. I do resume to work by 9 a.m. So it is when I'm done. So this time around, it is not when I'm done again, so that they will not lock my daughter outside, so that I will not have to take her to work, or we will have to return back to the house. No, no, no. So this time around, I've learned my lesson that she must get to that school. Even if me, I'll resume to work by 9, so she must get to that school before 8:15, to avoid gate locking saga, to avoid begging the security just to allow her to enter, to avoid dragging anything with any, any teacher. So just to avoid embarrassment. And let's aspirant, let's respect the school management. Once they say this is what they want, let's respect their decision. This is normally a child ought to have been in school before 8:15 normally. Let's be, let's be truthful to ourselves. A child ought to have been in school before 8:15. So this time around, I've learned my lesson. So I cannot just withstand rushing my daughter, like, so I just have to prepare her early, make sure she get to school earlier, and to avoid rushing, because she's still young. If they push her, if they are rushing and push her away, because she get to school late, why they are rushing, trying to enter at the gate. If they push her, I would not like it. She's still young. I cannot just imagining those children pushing themselves, pushing my daughter to, I cannot just withstand it. I cannot just imagine it. So the best thing just for me to take her to school early, and just to take her to school early. So that's just the moral lesson of this life, of this story. So as parents, take your child early to school. Make sure your child is punctual, and once their school authorities says this is what they want, let's respect their decision. Let's respect their decision. So that was what happened though, because me, I left though. When my daughter had got into her class, I left. And what will I be doing? What will I be doing there at the gate? My daughter had got into her class successfully. So I left, and even while I was coming back home, I was still seeing some parents taking their on the bike, just taking their own child to school. In my mind, I was like, hey, you don't know what you go and face at that gate. When you get there, just keep going. I don't know, because I don't know what happened after I left. I already left, so I don't know what happened. So I shall know that they will allow those children, because most of them, like about 16 or 17 of them, are still hostile, while some are still coming. They are still coming. So you cannot expect a parent that brought his or her child from very far distance places and return them back home. It's not possible. So we cannot really blame each parent, or some parent, or those parents that took their child late to school, or that arrived at the school gate late. So we cannot really blame them. So we don't know what happened. I cannot really say. Some might be traffic. I cannot really say, but I already said my own girl. I caused my own daughter lateness. Me, I caused my own daughter, and it will not happen again. Trust me, it will not happen again. It will not happen again. So I will not come back here and do a story time of. I will not come back here and do another story time of how my daughter was not allowed to enter, or how she got to school late. I would not come back here and do something, a story time like that. So starting from, I have made I have made a promise that she will not get to school late again. She'll get there before they close the gate, before 8:15 a.m. So that's just it. That was what happened. I think they are trying to, they're trying to, I don't know. how to explain this. I don't know how to explain. They're just trying, because it has become a norms. It has become a norms for parents. Most parents will be taking their children late to school. Where I was standing, one woman was saying that, my children has kuku finish since before 7:30. I was the one that told them to wait because I was eating. I cannot come and kill myself. I was eating. I have to finish my food before I brought them to school. I was like, in my mind, I was like, you're not serious. So me too, I'm not serious, because we both caused our children lateness. So it has become a norms, and the school authority are seeing that it has become a norms for parents, and it won't be allowed anymore. So they just have to, take action, which is good. So by taking this action, they're trying to inculcate the habit of punctuality into parents and children. So that's just it. Sorry for this my story time, this my live session. Oh, it was somehow today. It wasn't my fault, network. Sorry for the break in transmission. Sorry for the interruption. It was network. So I hope you have learned one thing or the other from this story. I hope you enjoyed the story. Once again, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. And if you have subscribed, thanks for subscribing. Always watch my video and watch out for more engaging and relatable content. So to those that will be watching this live later, thanks for watching. To those that join my live session, thanks for joining. I love you all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a stress-free week.